don't care how good it is. I don't care how much money it looks like it's going to make you, because that is the number one way I see people get burned so bad. And I'm not saying this lady got burned. Again, everything's complicated. I'm not speaking on this particular situation, but when that lady said that we gave this person everything we had, that right there borders on something that I almost want you to go see a therapist about. Like you need to go dissect. You need to go do an autopsy on the dead body. The dead body is your dead money now, right? Like that's like this is a dead body, and you need to go do an autopsy and figure out what happened in your mind that made you feel comfortable putting all your wealth on the line like that. This is one of the reasons why we have a Black financial therapy department, because when you make a mistake like that, there's something psychological going on with you that led you to do something that most people would not do. Most people would not say, I had 60,000 in my life savings. I put all 60,000 into this one real estate deal. That means you maybe have some sort of unhealthy relationship with risk. Maybe it means that you're easily manipulated. Maybe it means that you can easily be victimized by people who quote the Bible. It might be a lot of stuff, right? If you go back and you look at Ephraim Taylor, who was actually a really smart young man who I think got in over his head. This is back in the early days of the internet time. This is when Facebook and all that first started, like '09. Ephraim Taylor was known as a young financial genius, and he would go to churches and he could quote Bible verses because his daddy was a pastor, I think. And he got everybody to invest money into these ventures that he had. And unfortunately, at least the feds determined that these ventures were Ponzi schemes. That basically he wasn't actually making money from the investments. He was actually taking money from new investors and giving it to old investors. That's the classic definition of a Ponzi scheme. And to make matters worse, he did a video, a music video with his wife, and his wife was, in diamonds and furs. Again, people trying to imitate rappers. That's such bad culture for wealth. It's a terrible wealth culture, in my opinion. But like she's in diamonds and furs, and she's getting out of a limo, and this became the video they played on repeat when they did the episode of American Greed, where they went and arrested him or whatever for that, right? And so ultimately, uh, what I've heard though from a lot of people that invested with him was they said, we gave him everything we had. And I'm just going to tell you right now, do not ever, I would never give everything I have to anybody. I don't even give everything I have to one brokerage firm. I told you I have 5 or 6 brokers. I'm like, you get a little bit, you get a little bit. My Merrill Lynch guy, he likes me. He's like, I can smell money on you. I'm like, I bet you can. He's like, well, why don't you just move all your accounts over here? I'm like, no, I'm not. I wasn't born yesterday. No, you just work with what I gave you, and then we'll talk later about whether or not I'm gonna give you a little more. I am not putting the fate of my life and my family into your hands because I don't know what the hell the future holds. And you're Merrill Lynch. Right? So I'm just telling you, diversification is the first rule of investing. Protecting the bag, that's like in the top. If I had to make like a Mount Rushmore of like rules of wealth, protecting the bag would be up there on the Mount Rushmore, and diversification would be on the other. But all diversification is another way of protecting the bag, right? You protect the bag because there ain't no bag. There ain't no one bag. You got bags up, plural, bags up, streams of income, not stream of income, right? Streams of income. So when you got plural and you got plenty, then you have protection and there's safety in numbers. Does that make sense? Give me a yes if you get what I'm saying so I can move to the next topic, because on stuff like this, I get really, really, really passionate and I can repeat myself all day long because that's just how I am. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? You protect the bags. Secure the bags. Okay.